Hello, guys. Hello. I welcome you to Ukraine dating.tv. Our channel is designed for Western men, for American men, Canadian men, to know about Ukrainian women and our differences, to investigate our culture, our hearts, and of course, our channel is popular to provide truthful information, and if you are looking for serious relationship, for wife, for soulmate, you're welcome. So you're welcome to go here, matchguarantee.com/register, and have free matchmaking consultation with our professional matchmakers. Okay, guys. Yes, today my topic is even low maintenance Ukrainian women get turned off by this invisible trait. So I'm going to play the video.
If you're not able to let go of your tightness when it comes to a woman, then something's wrong with you, man. Just let go. Spend some extra money on taking her to someplace different. But it signals a kind of cheapness. And it's not about money. It's about a cheapness in your spirit. Maybe you don't have that much, but my God, you have enough. It's not going to like make, if you're that poor, then okay, maybe. But probably not. You can afford it. Show that it means something to you. Seduction is a language. It's not a language of words. It's a language of gestures that we're paying attention to. We're paying attention to people's body language. We're paying attention to their actions, to the things that they never say. So when you signal that discounts are so important to you that even on the first date you have to have a discount, you're signaling that there's something tight about you in your nature, and it's not very pleasant.
I like this video, and it's nice. It was nice to say that cheap man, like cheap thinking, like it's about cheap spirit. Anyway, guys, today I'm going to break some visions or some opinions about Ukrainian women who are gold diggers, who are only concentrated on money and your wallet. It's not about that. Today I will speak about women who are concentrated on relationship with generous men. And what does it mean to be generous in our culture? For sure, it's not about the wallet and it's not about the money. Come on, guys, it's about how generous you are here inside. How big and deep is your soul and your personality. On my opinion, it doesn't matter how prosperous and wealthy you are, because on my way, on my life way, I met many people, and usually what I faced with, if person is not so much rich, he will give, or she, like all people, yeah, let's say, all the best and will share like all he or she can if he has a generous heart and deep soul. And people who have a lot of money, they usually keep them, they are afraid to lose. And not all, but let's say I faced with that. They count their money. Of course, money likes to be counted, yeah. But anyway, usually people who are not so rich and who don't have thick wallet, they are more generous than rich people. This is my opinion. Okay, I already see your greetings. Hello, kind-hearted Irina and the rest. Yeah, how to say hello. Happy weekend, Irina and everyone. Thanks. Okay, I hope that all of you are fine. Happy Sunday, Yannick. Cheap man, also lazy to work on the fitness. Yeah, maybe you're right. You're right. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Так. Later, I would like to share with you a story that happened with me a few days ago. It is an alarming bell to be aware of which dating agency to approach. Yes, please, you can share with us, Santos. Of course, of course, of course, of course. I'm waiting. Okay, guys, so I think that cheapness is not about what's in the wallet, it's about what's missing from the soul. From your soul, yeah, from your heart. Um, I would like to depict and to tell you honestly how Ukrainian women, what attitude they have to greedy men. Yeah, because many people here they think that Ukrainian women they need only beautiful dates, expensive restaurants, expensive gifts. So here am I to tell you all, all the truth. Yeah. I think in our culture, being greedy it's a very deep topic, and if man is greedy, we look at him very deep inside, and we can investigate a lot of things. And this greediness, yeah, being greedy, being cheap in your mindset, it's inside problems, of course, for sure. And these people who think that men, who think that Ukrainian women want only money, I think they are really vulnerable inside and they are weak inside. And we can identify this, not at the beginning, but we can really identify this by men's behavior. So I prepared something for you. And yes, so actually, at the beginning, we can see how greedy men can be, and we can see some greed emergency red flags, for example, such as splitting bills. It's very popular in Europe, and it is said everywhere that European men like to split the bill. Lucky me, I have never faced with that. And I had dates here, and I met nice gentlemen. Really, I have never faced with that. But what I faced with, you will never see this with Ukrainian men. At least our Ukrainian men, they are raised. They know that he is a real prince at the beginning and must be so generous. But here, what I faced with, there was one date when we were having nice dinner, for example, yeah, and I was like out of water or juice, something like that, and he immediately asked the bill because we finished eating, and he said, "Would you like my beer?" It was a little bit beer left, and yeah, so I didn't like that, of course. And it was very funny story I want to share as well. In Europe, accommodations are really expensive, you know, guys. Yeah, Santas, and you're from United Kingdom, and in Germany, it is like popular to say that German people they are very economical with water, with gas, and things like that, and they don't take water for a long time take showers, sorry, because in Ukraine we used to take shower for a long time, or we like to take a bath with bubbles, yeah, and things like that. Here I even seldom can find apartments or hotels or yeah, like houses with a bath. Usually it's a shower, to take shower like fast and go, yeah. because taking a bath, you need a lot of water. And it was very funny story I want to share with you. Like there was a party, and we had a like company of people, and we stayed there at night. So late in the evening, I took a shower, and when I went out from the shower, there was the guy, like man who was the owner of this house. He was part of our company, and he said, "Irina, you were taking a shower 12 minutes. It's too much. We don't do that in Germany." It was 2022, just like couple of months when I came to Germany, and I didn't know all these rules. And I said, "Oh, okay, sorry," but it was so weird for me. And I think it's really about greedy mindset or things like that. What do you think, guys? Maybe you all take shower 2 minutes and that's it. For me, I was impressed really about that. So, going back to us, splitting the bills, like I said, avoiding small acts of generosity, showing some concerns about money, yeah. And then, guys, we don't break up with you, but we look and we think like, why is he so worried about every penny? Will be like this in a family? Will he count every penny? Does he value money more than connection? Yeah. On this date, when I was out of water, I really enjoyed talking, and I was training my German language. And he also seems to be was enjoyed. But for me, it was like more important connection than spending like money on beverages. But he was really, I saw he was afraid that I will order something more. So that wasn't so good. Um, so also, guys, Ukrainian women will see how generous you are by such things like how you treat other people. For example, in the restaurant, waitress or waiters, do you leave tips, by the way? Um, with tips, it's separate topic. In Ukraine, in Odessa, in my home city, there are a lot of beautiful restaurants and delicious restaurants, and it is such a rule, such kind of our Ukrainian tradition. Um, if you like the service, you don't have to, but you may leave 10% of the bill. Yeah, mm, let's say 9 or 8%, and our people, we are very generous. We always leave these tips because we know that the salary of waiters or waitresses are not so big, and majority of them, they work for tips. It's their main salary, wages, yeah. Um, in Germany, I noticed in some restaurants it's already included some tips, but mostly there are bills with cents. So it's like 51 euro 30 cents. It's very interesting. Um, I noticed, I have never met such guy, but I noticed on the neighbor, like nearby tables where I used to sit, there were some couples that were counting these cents when the bill was brought. And for me, it was really disrespectful for the service for waiter. And I noticed this many times. If you do this in front of Ukrainian lady, guys, don't do that. You will see her in the last time. Of course, there is one exception. Um, if the service was not good, if the waiter or the waitress wasn't polite with you, you even Ukrainian lady will tell you, "Come on, he or she doesn't deserve these tips. What's the service?" But it happens very, very seldom. Yeah. So I see you wrote a lot. So let me see, what did you write? I will start typing. Okay. I approached the Ukrainian blogger who has many followers. Hmm. We need to be generous with purpose. I see some people make a donation just to impress the community, which is wrong. Yeah, you shouldn't impress anyone. If you feel to donate, if you feel to invest something, of course, but with if your purpose is to impress, that's the wrong way, I guess so. So let's continue. She offers contact details for the profile of the ladies that she advertised. Joseph, I watch someone who is not just want money. Mhm. Joseph, for example, how can you understand that woman only needs money? Uh, I would like you to tell me, because if you invite a lady for a date, if you are in a restaurant or you are organize some activities, do you think you spend money and she like owes you something for this time, for this investment, small tiny investment? Um, if you think like this, that's wrong thinking. I think so. But if lady judges you about which restaurant have you chosen, or maybe your flowers were looking so cheap, or things like that, that's ungrateful lady, and I think it's a red flag. A couple weeks ago I had some meeting and the man brought me flowers, but the flowers were really, they were tired. They were tired, I guess, of hot weather, and they were looking not so nice, let's say politely. But I told, thank you, I appreciate, and he of course apologized that they look not good, but really they looked very bad. But I appreciated the act that he thought about me, he went, he bought, I don't know, but they were really, really dry. I don't know where he took them, but I never would say like, what's that? Is it a mop or what's that? So he invested money, time, and something happened with his bouquet, but I still appreciate it. If guys, she's behaving and judges you and tells, what's that? Oh, I don't like this restaurant, it smells very bad, or what did you bring me? It's a spoily princess and you don't need such girl or woman. She will not appreciate you in future. That's the red flag for sure. Okay. And when I do the donation, I need to see the impact must be sustainable, not emotional donation that not grow a purpose or community. Okay. Okay. Sanders. I had a talk with her. You continue your story. On whom does she think could be a good match for me? Aha, I paid $100. Okay, got the details. I messaged the lady. I said things like, "Hi, nice to meet you." I asked her when would it be possible to call her. The lady is in Kiev. Uh-huh. She said to me, "Let's start here." Okay. I said to her, if I may ask, why to start here, why to start with texting. Then silence happened, no response from her until now. I told the Ukrainian blogger what happened. So I will continue and then I go back to you, Anne, okay? She said to me, most of your ladies prefer to start the dating process like this, through texting, and said to me to go with her flow. If she doesn't come back, then she will speak with her. Days went on, around 5 days, complete silence from the lady. I informed the blogger and expressed her surprise. She expressed her surprise, sorry. I told you that I hope that she is fine. I was considering the war situation in Ukraine. So I was thinking maybe something wrong went with her. We always think like this. Yeah, if the person disappears, we think, oh, maybe he's or she's killed or disappeared or things like that. It's such thinking of decent people, like not having access to the internet. But your thinking was right. Yeah, I don't want to judge the lady. A few days again passed with no response. I told the blogger that I don't want to continue with the lady. Yeah, that's correct. I asked the blogger to refund me since I didn't get what I paid for and I didn't do a mistake. She said to me she will only refund 50% of money only, saying that this is her policy. I told her this is not acceptable because I didn't pay money just to exchange 4 or 5 sentences, correct? I already had the doubt with that from the beginning that maybe she's giving some of the money to her ladies. After back and forth message between her, she said she will refund $70. And I told her I should get all the money based on what I told her. And I didn't do anything wrong and she can ask her. Now waiting for the refund. Oh my God. Okay. I feel so sorry about that. First of all, I need to comment. I need to comment. Number one, maybe you had to text a little bit. I don't know, like couple of days, because I tell you something, Sanders. Calling to a lady, you mean video call or just call? Uh, Actually, calling, it's a lot of energy, to be honest. It's a lot of time. And when you do video call, for me, it's really intimate because I do video call when I know very well person, when I have some feelings and things like that. And maybe the lady really she wanted to text and know you more. Yeah, but I think after 1 week of communication and deep communication and knowing deeply each other, then you can ask for call and you have all rights because you paid and you already communicated enough. So 4 or 5 sentences, it's not enough for call, on my opinion. And really, but it's weird why this lady didn't respond you, didn't like text you back. That's a red flag. Maybe she, I'm sorry, didn't like you, but she could have told this sincerely. And yeah. Actually, what I will tell you, what's the policy in normal dating agency, normal and checked, let's say, by its honesty, how it works. First of all, when you like the lady, you apply and you write to the agency and tell you like I like Natalia, for example, or I like Monica, and then the agency uh, doesn't give all details to you and then you text to Monica, for example. No, it works in another way. They write to Monica before you pay and ask. Here is Santa's. Of course, you give your information, you give your photos. This is how it works, normal agency, including our agency, Ukraine Dating.tv, Match Guarantee. And Monica looks at your profile and at your photos, and she says, yes, I like Santa's. Yeah, I would like to talk to him. Give him my details. And then you write. And then it starts working. Yes or no, it depends. I don't know what policy did this blogger have, but it's weird. It's really weird. Or Monica can say, sorry, I don't like, it's not my type, it happens. And then you have an honest response. Uh, Monica told no, so maybe look at other girls. This is honest, yeah? And I hope she will refund you, but at this point, going back to my topic, Santas, I know you are careful with your money, with your savings, yeah, or whatever income. But if she wants to give you back this $70, please take it back and don't be a little bit like greedy in this point. Don't misunderstand me because I'm afraid she will start arguing with you and you will not get anything. Please. And why you are not still not one of our clients and you don't go to our agency, because there you can face with truthful information and you won't be cheated, no cheated, betrayed. Yeah, you won't be scammed. So there are, of course, comments from other guys I skipped, but I will go back, guys, to you. Так. Irina, that shower incident, that man definitely not a wise person and have own financial insecurity, not worth to be around with him. It wasn't my boyfriend or things like that. It was just a company and he was the owner of the house and I was with another people, but I was in shock for 12 minutes. And after that, I watch the clock. Sometimes how long I take shower. Oh my God. It's funny, really. It's funny sometimes, and I have other stories to share with you. But thanks God, I have never faced if the man tell me, now Irina, we share the bill. You ate pasta with seafood and aperol and salad, so you need $50 to pay euro. If I face with this, oh my God, I don't know how to react. Irina, I take shower 3 times a day when I feel myself a bit messy. So if someone just have once a day shower, either man or women, I will not get along with unhealthy person. Mm-hmm. Do you have someone? Who's that? You mean who? Um, you communicate with someone that not added value to you. Ask yourself what your purpose first before do anything. I feel sorry, Santos, really. Every time we wish you all, me and all the audience, my followers here, you should believe in a lady, you should believe you will meet soon, and then you face with such situations, and oh, and I don't know how it works, really. I think there is such policy in the world, and with I don't know, that world, with the universe. I think when you want something so much, you will not get this. You should reduce the importance what you want, and like maybe don't concentrate so much to find someone. So it is said, they say that if you want something, you will not get this because you want so much, and universe give you stones on your way. It works like this, really. Yeah. So, Joseph, most of them ask what you're doing and what you have. It's normal. Again, I told that if the lady, Ukrainian, I don't know, Polish, is asking what you are doing, it's normal question. What's your profession, occupation? That's fine. I told that many times. You can also ask the lady, what are your hobbies and what is your position? Like, do you have education? It's normal. Like, but it should be easy questions, not like you feel you are like in interview. Okay, what else do I have? How many certificates I have, qualifications. Like you feel that man or woman estimate you, how good you are for him or how good you are for her. It should be easy to know, yeah, to know who are you. Again, but if she's asking uh, how many cars you have or like what is your salary, no. The lady who is concentrated on family won't do that, won't ask. Okay, secret dance move. Irina, any new women on your side? I only ever see 3 Ukrainian women in UK. So hope you get more UK-based Ukraine women soon. Secret dance move. You're welcome to. Again, I want to repeat. You're welcome to matchguarantee.com/register and watch who are there. I don't know. Actually, I don't follow the new ladies. We have other girls who are responsible for this, and you can go to matchguarantee.com/register and have for free matchmaking consultation and know more about who we have, new ladies or not. So please. Okay, I lost. Uh-huh. Also, what's your purpose telling your negative story here? You need validation. Emotional support is that the unhealed trauma. But trauma is so long already, 12 years we know, and I don't know why you face with all of that. And I always, before buying something, I always read comments from people, and I am looking for negative comments also. So before buying the service of this blogger, you should have read some comments of men, because I guess she didn't sell this service only to you. So yeah, Santas, I hug you from my heart, and I wish she will give you back this $70. Please, 70, okay? I doubt she will give you back all, but if she does, that's great. Maybe she will be afraid of negative comments from you or reporting to her, but can you do that in YouTube or where it was? Oh my God. Okay, I am reading still. We don't know the detail why we need to know if you tell the story to any high quality men and women, they consider you a cheap man that don't know your purpose for doing something. Well, I will not tell about that, and we are not entitled, and nobody is entitled to judge Santos. And his approach was really pure. He liked the lady he wrote to, and he faced with some scammer. I don't know what was that. Again, for me, if it, I tell you honestly, if somebody is writing seven, 5 sentences, how you told 4, 5 sentences, and then ask for call, I would say the same. I tell you honestly, I would say, let's talk more. Maybe we can call each other at the weekend. Now it's like working week, I'm busy, but I'm glad to know you better through texting. If she likes you, this is how it works in normal agency. I repeat again. First, man applies and he tells he likes the lady. Then the agency asks the lady, and then she tells yes, and then it starts to be conversation. I don't know how it works there, where you wait. I would never ask for a refund. 100 is not worth my time. When you enter into a relationship, there is no guarantee whether you will connect with her or not. Nothing is expected. That's true. So 100, that was only to take your personal contacts, correct? Irina, a waste of your time reading this cheap story. What's your impression if a guy dating you and tell this type of stories during the meeting? Okay, sorry guys, I just you're right, but I respect my audience. I respect Santos, and he shared, and we needed to clarify the situation. Correct? So it worth my time, of course, but I will go back to my um, topic. Okay, guys. So going back to cheap mindset and actually cheap thinking. Yeah, if men asking discount so much everywhere, but you know what? I tell you something. In Odessa, it's special culture. Like I want to change a little bit topic, yeah, and refresh my podcast. In Odessa, if you come, there is special culture, there is special style of talking because we have big open market, and real Odessa people who are born there, they like to bargain, yeah, and they always they buy cherries, for example, $5, but real Odessa man or even woman, she will ask discount. Okay, I will take this for 4.50. And if it is in Odessa and you ask discount somewhere, it's normal for a man. And Ukrainian lady won't judge you. But again, there is another topic. If you, if you don't leave tips, you actually not leaving tips. First of all, you don't respect the servers. You don't respect waiter or waitress who tried all the best if the service was nice. And you also, a little bit, in my opinion, you don't respect the lady because you show like, I didn't like all of this. Yeah. Or I don't feel so great and generous. to leave something because my dinner wasn't so great with you. It's on a subtle way, on a thin way, or on a spiritual way, let's say. Yeah. And very important thing what I want to say in Ukrainian culture, generosity is not about luxury. It's about warmth, sincerity, and masculinity. This is what is it about. That's why when you see unhappy faces or even angry or irritated faces of Ukrainian women, when you don't open the doors uh, before going into the taxi, leaving tips, or on a second, third date, you don't bring flowers. It's not about, my God, you're so greedy. It's about how generous you are, how warm you are, how masculine you are. And all these gestures for us are very important. But I know that in your culture, uh, in European culture, not in every countries, you knew that. You were raised in another environment. And now, due to Ukrainian ladies, our channel and other channels, you know such traditions. And if you want to choose Slavic lady, please be generous with your habits. Again, you don't need to have millions, but if it is if it is romantic date and you bring one rose, you will not spend all your money, correct? And it will be romantic cafe and then romantic walk near the seaside or near the river. Believe me, she will value this a lot. So again, masculinity is one of the features of generosity for us. And bringing a small gift, it's like on a third date, I don't know, maybe something if you meet with her and you will bring something from your country. I told a couple weeks ago I collect magnets on the fridge, yeah, from different places I visited. So, for example, the lady likes this. Oh, she is collecting statues of cats. Or I don't know, of elephants, and you bring something. It's so nice because you were thinking about her. Yeah. But when all these gestures of generosity are absent, women feel a lack of protection and care, which is very, very essential in cultural expectations of a man. It's really, she doesn't feel protected, she doesn't feel secure even with a greedy man at the beginning. It's true. So, and of course, we will ask a lot of questions. Why you are so careful with money? How will you act in the family? Will you act like that? Like I repeated this again. And things like that. Okay. And of course, I wanted to say that if you behave nice with us and we just saw something didn't like, we don't break sharply and just freak out. A normal a lady, educated lady, she can stay with you in touch and you can keep in touch. Of course, you don't need friends. I know, guys. All your purpose is to find lady for relationship. But I mean, if it is normal, educated lady and she respects you, she will maybe give you some tips after she breaks. Maybe she will tell you, "Listen, buddy, you shouldn't act like this. If you want Slavic woman, you need to be a little bit more generous." Okay, going back to you guys. Mm, I explain you, Santos, because did you want this video call just immediately after changing details? I tell you what I feel now and what other girls, other women are feeling. They need to feel to invest this time for video call. How long it will last? If it is 5 minutes, okay. Hi, this is me. I'm real. Yeah, I'm the same on the pictures like on a video. But if this video call and she maybe thinks that you will talk with her long and she is busy, or again, it's very intimate to call. Don't misunderstand me, but I tell you, here in this agency, in Ukraine Dating.tv, Match Guarantee, I met one guy. He liked and he liked me. He asked my details. We were texting couple of weeks, and he was very polite. He was very polite, and then he asked, "Maybe you have some time to talk with me." We were texting like 2 months or so, and during these 2 months, we had 3 video calls. One call was like 15 minutes, another 20 minutes, but it's after a couple of weeks talking. Because you need to know this person and you need to feel you want to see and things like that. Maybe you have a lot of free time. Maybe you could have written, "Can I see you like 1 minute only to see you, to feel energy each other, how we like." Because video call, it's sucking your energy. Yeah, don't misunderstand me, okay? If I explain you in the correct way, Ukrainian lady needs time for video call. It should be some days at least, like 5 days texting and deep conversation. Man spends thousand and thousand finding the right woman and life partner. To me, it's expected you are gonna lose money on some of them before you find right woman. I'm not gonna ask for my money back. Very smart. Very smart. It depends how you spend your money. There are a lot of free platforms in internet where you don't need to pay money and you just need to have a match on these applications and you can text for free. But then, of course, in a date, you need to invest money, at least for dinner, for gifts. If it is like second, third, fourth dinner meeting. But we also invest, guys. We invest our emotions. We, like you, we invest our time. We invest our love, our care, our body. Because for women, it's different than for men, physical intimacy. If a woman gives her body, he gives together her soul and her energy, and you, like, how to say it right, you eat this in a thin way. And for men, of course, it's different. It's mostly physical satisfaction. And what I wanted to say is very interesting. Many years ago, when I was still married and I had only one child, I was like stuck in routine, and I went to Kiev. I'm from Odessa, but I went to Kiev with my best friend Anya to one seminar. It lasted 3 days. The name of the seminar was very funny. Uh, I will try to translate in my language into English. Actually, I'm clever, but I'm living like a stupid one. Kind of this. That was the name of the seminar. And I left my son with my husband at that time, and I said, I need some food for my brain. So, and there was the speaker on this seminar. And I remember these words, but it's all over now, and it's proved. If the man, if the man is with correct woman, with a woman who loves him and gives care and gives right energy, more he invests in this woman, more healthier, more welfare, more rich he becomes. This is the law of the money, the law of investment to the right to your woman, your woman. If you invest, you get back like a bonus in your job, like raising of salary and things like that. If you don't invest, if you're stuck, I don't think you will be successful. This is the law of life. And when I came back, I said, you need to invest in me a lot of money, and then you will be rich. It was a joke, of course. I said to my ex-husband. Anyway, you can read this in internet. This is the law of universe. More you invest in your woman, more you get. Secret dance move. Didn't you say you made $4,000 a month? Surely 100 is nothing to you. The blogger often another lady. Okay. Anyway, I will switch. I believe you, Santos. I didn't say you are greedy. I absolutely didn't tell you you are greedy, and I told that we are not entitled to judge you. I know you felt it's unfair, and $100 for someone it's nothing, and maybe for you it's not a big sum of money, but the way she acted, and it doesn't worth $100 for sure, 4 or 5 sentences. And I know that you are not greedy. You're just faced with some misunderstanding, and I hope you will clarify that. I never thought that you are greedy, Santos. Sexy bachata. Yes. And sometimes it's very direct, which is okay, and we like you for that. But you should be a little bit softer to Santos, because Santos here is really sincere, and he like shares with us a lot of things, and I feel your soul, Santos. I feel really unpleasant that you keep facing with all these situations, like ATM couple weeks ago with in Poland, yeah, and now my advice now, just leave it. Yeah, wait for her answer, for blogger's answer, but leave this. idea to find someone. Just, I think, make vacation for yourself. Kind of that. Yeah, I know you help your niece and nephew. Yeah, I know that. I know and I respect this. Okay, guys, don't have argument, okay? That's great. And I hope this psychologist helps you because not every psychologist is a real psychologist. Okay, guys. Do you have any questions? I'm reading. Brandon. Hi, Brandon. I'm Canadian. I live in Lviv. Wow, have my own place, speak some Ukrainian, take care of myself and make good money, yet dating here has been way harder than anywhere else. What am I missing? You live in Lviv, but that's great. What are you doing in Lviv? How a man can trust that a lady merely wants to enjoy the man's money? You can identify this in time, not on the first date. On a first date, of course, you can see that if the behavior of the lady is not appropriate and you can see some red flags. Okay, so Anne, you are from Asia, but living in London. So we have Sanders, he's from India, and Anne is from Asia. Nice. Living in London and have outstanding connections with Slavic and Ukrainian communities here. Where you met your girlfriend or your like woman you liked, yeah, you shared with us. I don't have challenges if I want to start a relationship with any of them because I have purpose. Irina, just to break the ice, introduce ourselves. I have different mindset. And you have all rights to have this different mindset about video, yeah? Yeah, like it's okay. It's okay. Yannick, I prefer text than calls and video calls for a little more special occasions. Me too, me too. But Santos has another opinion. For me, again, video calls, it's like investing my time and it's like a date for me. And video calls can be in a distance when you already met each other and you many times met and you had something special, then you can have video call even every day, by the way, because maybe you decided you're a couple, yeah? But if it is just you changed contacts, it's too early to have video call after 4 or 5 sentences, as you said. Santos. That's my opinion, okay? Yeah, you have rights. Then you should have um, announced that to that blogger. You should have announced that you pay, but you need to have a video call. And maybe she should have said that no, it's not our policy. You need to have patience or things like that. You need to clarify and to announce your purpose, announce your wishes, and if these wishes are appropriate for the agency, then it can work and it can be compatible to your goals. Irina, but must need to invest to assess not liabilities. Must invest with purpose and have clarity. Yeah. What's wrong judging? What is wrong people judging us? Don't live in some opinion, but live in your own opinion. I'm not arguing with anyone, just express my thoughts and views. I know. Oh, guys, I had to tell you a lot of things about this topic, but okay, I have another question and I have to finish it soon. Irina, is it acceptable to the Ukrainian culture that a poor lady marries a rich man? I never will go back to this blogger to get another contact. There are some details. Okay. So, to answer this question, well, it's not the 17th, 18th, 19th century, okay? So, when there was a time when um, the kings or their children, they chose appropriate bride or groom for their daughters, for their sons, according to their financial status. Now it's absolutely different. What does it mean, poor? In Ukraine, let's say there are not so much poor, not so many, not so many poor, and not so many rich people. It's middle class, we say. And I don't want to depict this topic so much, but if the lady is from simple family, let's say simple family, and the guy is from a rich family and they liked each other, it happened in I don't know, in my culture. I know such couples when he was really simple guy and she was from rich family, but she didn't want to depend on her father, and they fell in love and they grew up professionally and in educative way together. Yeah, but they met in at their 18s, 20s, their 20s. Yeah, so there is no so much rule about that. Again, we don't live in that century when people chose according to their status. But in India, I guess, in India, it works in another way. I know in India, parents decide who will be wife or husband. Am I right? Okay, guys, I need to finish, and I want again to make a conclusion and repeat this sentence: this cheapness is not about wallet and what is in the wallet. It's about what is missing from the soul. And for us, greedy man, it's not about your money. Greedy man, it's about your mindset. And generosity, it's about how generous your heart, your soul, your thinking. It was nice to be with you guys, and if our opinions are different, it happens, but I will always support you. And thanks for sharing, Santas. I send you my heart and see you next Sunday. Bye bye.